Hello and good morning. Welcome to Esports Go. I'm Justin Maestas.
And I'm Matt Brown. We got some Friday night Overwatch highlights for you. Friday started with the Seoul Dynasty and the Florida Mayhem. Seoul trying to stay in the hunt for a Stage 2 playoff spot. Now the Dynasty need a win here to at least attempt to keep a playoff spot. They need one more map win to secure their victory over the Mayhem. The odds are in their favor though, since they have not yet lost a single map on Route 66. The Mayhem try to stop the Dynasty at the first checkpoint, but Miro says no thanks. He goes into a primal rage and chases down the Mayhem. There are enough bodies to stop the push, giving the Dynasty an easy first checkpoint. Fleta goes to town on Route 66. He gets to the backline of the Mayhem, getting kills on two Mayhem members to keep the payload moving. Fleta is left alone at the last checkpoint as well. As Widowmaker, he is able to get kills from far away, and a few Mayhem members attempt to reach him, but they are easily killed. After a few stalls and hiccups, the Dynasty are able to push the payload the last few meters. On defense, Fleta keeps the great plays going. He stops a few Mayhem pushes thanks to some excellent headshots into the enemy Widowmaker and backline. The Mayhem are in trouble, but the Dynasty don't even realize it. They go for a kill on the Florida team's backline, leaving the payload completely undefended. The Mayhem are able to push the payload the remaining distance with no interference, and they get the first checkpoint due to a Dynasty mistake. It comes down to the wire on the second checkpoint. Manitin tries to get some kills with a self-destruct, but it is not enough. The Dynasty are able to defend and stop the Mayhem push. They take a 3-1 victory over the Mayhem on this map and overall for the day. So immediately after their win, the Dynasty moved officially into second in the stage standings. They kept their slim hopes alive by beating a Mayhem team that has improved so much so quickly, Justin.
The only problem is the Fusion and the Gladiators still have a game in hand. While the Dynasty are keeping par in terms of their record, it's the map differential that's the problem. Straight up, the Dynasty need both teams to lose. We start with the Fusion, who played the Valiant. Let's get to it. These two teams need an extra map to decide a victor. We're headed to Ilios. Round 1 will go to the Valiant. The Fusion need to win the next 2 rounds to secure the win. In round 2, the Fusion are able to slowly whittle down the Valiant until they are forced to completely abandon the point. Control goes to the Fusion first. EQO shines on the McCree this map. The Valiant charge into the Fusion backline, but they are quickly dispatched and chased down by the Fusion members. The Fusion hold the point all the way to 99%. EQO zones out the Valiant with a Deadeye. The one man on the point is killed by the ultimate, and there are no follow-up members to try to keep overtime going. We're all tied up. The Fusion have the objective first in round 3. EQO tries to hold it until reinforcements arrive, but Kariv makes short work of the Genji. The point is in Valiant control. It stays in the Valiant control for a while, in part thanks to an excellent D.Va self-destruct from Envy. He takes out 3 members of the Fusion with this to stop their attack. The point switches hands again. Kariv is forced back and the Valiant have no air support to defend the point. The Fusion are once again in control. The point switches control a few more times. Soon tries to stall it out further until his team arrives, but it's going nowhere. After the dust has settled, the Fusion find them in control at 99%. Several Valiant members jump in to try to stall it out, but it does not work. The Fusion take round 3, the map 5 win, and the victory overall. The final score, Fusion 3, Valiant 2. Of course it'd be a nail-biter. The Fusion handle their business against a tough Valiant squad. They now await the results of tonight's Gladiators and Uprising match. The Fusion are firing on all cylinders. If they can make the playoffs, they surely will be a tough team to beat.
Yeah, and the Fusion have really turned it around in the last 2 weeks. I think they've found what works in this meta. I mean, Carpe on Tracer, EQO on Genji. Justin, remember when Shadowburn was a thing? Well, now it's been Snillo has been the backup Tracer when they've needed to switch Carpe to Widowmaker. We'll see Shadowburn again later on. We'll see if they can also carry this whole momentum over to Sunday, or if they'll be bumped out of the top 3. All right, rounding out the night, the London Spitfire and the Shanghai Dragon. So London had to win this to secure their playoff spot and drop the Dynasty out of contention. Here's what happened. On Hanamura, the Spitfire are on the attack first. Gesture goes primal and pushes the Dragons off the point and secures a couple of kills in the process. The Spitfire get an easy point A capture. On point B, Shanghai's MG whips out his attack visor, but gains no kills. Hegapun popped his Transcendence to completely nullify the Soldier 76 ultimate. All the Spitfire are still alive and well on the point. There aren't enough Dragons members to contest the point, so point B also goes to the Spitfire. On defense, the Spitfire train cannot be stopped. Prophet on Tracer is getting free damage off on the back line of the Dragons. Fearless comes to their left and aids them as well, also taking them down. The Dragons have one last chance to get point A. They try to ramp around the point through the building, but they fall directly into Gester's trap. He brings out his Primal Rage and smacks all the Dragons in their faces until none are left. The Dragons are not able to amass another attack in time, handing the victory over to the Spitfire. They will move on to win the next 3 maps to secure that 4-0 clean sweep over the Dragons and a playoff spot. All right, with the win, the Spitfire cement their place in the Stage 2 playoffs, knocking out the Dynasty. So yes, Seoul started the day. They brought their own hopes up earlier, but it was swept away eventually by the Spitfire at the end of the day.
So close, but the London Spitfire looked good today, and let's take it with a grain of salt based off their opponents. However, they still got the job done. With the 4-0 victory, the Spitfire still have a chance at the #1 seed. They'll need an XL loss and to make up a 3-map differential. But to be fair, this is a team that thrives on pressure, and it may sound crazy, but who knows if they'll even want the first round bye.
Yeah, I don't think so.
The stage playoffs are quickly approaching, and every game last night had a team fighting for a spot. So in those important matches, who were the players who stepped up as we introduce last night's Heroes and Zeros? My personal hero has to be Poco. He continues to prove why people consider him the best diva in the league. He pushed his team to a possible playoff appearance this week.
Now, my hero did not push his team to a playoff appearance, but he still had a solid game. Fleta of the Seoul Dynasty had the Mayhem's number, and he could not be stopped. Whether he was on Genji or McCree, it did not matter, Justin.
No, it did not. Now we decided not to name a zero for today, just because we promote positivity.
We do, don't.
Dragons. Okay.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Dragons. I'm sorry. They got me too.
Getting flu season coming up, huh? Isn't it?
Yeah, it is. All right. Don't catch the flu while we go to this quick break. Stay right here. It's Esports Go.
I'm sorry, Shanghai. Welcome back, and we'll take a look at tonight's Overwatch League matches. With last night's win against Shanghai, the Spitfire have once again clinched their spot in the stage playoffs. While they haven't looked perfect, that was also the case in Stage 1. A date with either Philadelphia or Los Angeles on Sunday will determine if they'll have the opportunity to repeat as stage champions.
Yeah, in a way, this is as easy as it gets for the London Spitfire. They face 2 teams this week that have gone through a lot of drama and just trying to get organized. They dispatched the Dragons, and now they just have to keep it at cruising altitude and fly through Dallas. You see what I did there? Of course, the Fuel might have something to say about that since they almost upset the New York XL on Thursday. Speaking of the XL, the top team in the league takes on the LA Valiant after the Dallas scare. This is going to be a good warm-up for the New York team as they look forward to the Stage 2 playoffs.
If they win, they'll once again earn that spot in the finals. They'll earn that first round bye and at least $25,000. The XL might be a better team this stage with Sabayobi and Jonak hitting their stride.
That's right.
The question is, can they carry that momentum in the finals? Saving the best for last, the last match of the stage will be the one to determine who takes that last playoff spot. Will it be Philadelphia or Los Angeles?
Yes, so the Gladiators have sat back and watched the other playoff contenders battle it out all week, and now they know exactly what they need to do. It's 3 maps. Yes, the Gladiators need to win by 3 maps to have a chance at a $125,000 prize pool. Woo! The Uprising cannot win. That's right. They cannot win a single map. 3-1 does not cut it. LA has to win by either 3-0 or 4-0. Big implications for the last match of the stage. Okay, that does it for us now here at The Go. Check us out on our website, challengemedia.tv, for all your gaming news.
Also, check us out and follow us on Facebook and Twitter as well. We'll be here all week with your news and highlights. Thanks again for watching Esports Go. We'll see you next time.